Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Today's April 7, 2026, and this is today's poll reading. So today, before I even shuffle the cards, one of the cards that I looked for was the waning moon because we are in a waning gibbous moon. So I wanted to do a reading based on the moon, okay? And this is what I pulled for today. So before I even go into what I pulled, let me just talk about this particular card that I pulled, which is the Wani Moon, that I actually selected intentionally. It wasn't a shuffle, okay? I actually looked for this card. And this card says, it's time to banish all evil. I said that is why it was in my spirit to find out what the moon cycle was and do a reading based on that, okay? Now, I pulled these three cards, the Lenormand, the Hermetic Tarot, and also the African Gods card. And the message that came to me was the following, okay? And this is going to sound repetitive, and I'm going to tell you why this is sounding repetitive. The compass is asking us to go inward. And I know I've been talking about this for over a week now, because the reasoning behind it is the veil is thinning. What veil? What are you talking about, Rafaela? Well, the veil between what is and what isn't, what we're calling reality and what is the true reality. Okay, so that veil is actually thinning out, and so we must go internally to begin to understand who we are and why we're here at this particular time. And on top of that, the longer we stay in this reality, that whatever we're calling reality, we are the ones that are continuing to feed the evil. Yeah, sounds heavy, but I'm gonna tell you how that looks like. We are energy source. I remember that a post about we are the light of the world. We're the ones that is lighting up the world. So I want you to think of the world as a dark space. Remember in the scripture that says the world was dark, right? And the creator says, let there be light. That light is us. We illuminated this thing. We're the one that is illuminating this space, okay? And without us, this place will be dark. But when we are blinded to who we are, we're feeding a controlled system because the system understands that we're the light, we're the energy source. So when we continue to be blind to who we are, we continue to feed this energy source. I'm sorry, this system that is an evil system. Okay. So the more we stay in the dark, in that I mean like completely dark, like our eyes are closed to who we are, the more we feed into this particular system. So the next card that I pulled was the Chariot, okay, which is a card of direction. Like, what's it going to be? And this is a card where you have to face yourself. This is not necessarily, it's funny because it is a direction. Like in Tarot, when I pulled the Chariot card, someone is like asking for direction. The Chariot card comes is about making a decision to which direction you're going to go, right? But this particular case is telling you, like, you must face yourself and choose if you're going to stay in where you are, or you're going to choose to, you know, like, be who you came to be and do what you need to do. And so this card, the Chariot, is asking us of that. And it's what I love is this particular Hermetic card. It says, Lord of the triumph of light, which means that as light beings, we will triumph if we make the decision that we're going to live our lives authentically, say what we have to say, be who we need to be in this world, whether we make mistakes or not. Let me just say this, you guys, about mistakes, right? People say, oh, the divine doesn't make mistakes. What we consider the mistakes is the interpretation of it, right? How we interpret, but the divine makes no mistakes. So you as the divine being, we're now in this place where we need to go back. And this is, there's an energy of Cancer in it, very primitive, being. And so it's saying, look, primitive. So, that's what we need to go back to, that stage of primitive. And then the last card that I pulled was the African Gods card, and it gave me this spirit of Oshasi. And let me just say this: the moment that I pulled this card, so I was talking about this card, I saw the shadow of the trees behind me. And also, I had, I'm not going to mention her name because if I do, she's going to stalk and she's going to talk. You know who AI I'm talking about, right? She started talking and it kind of threw me off a little bit. And so, but it was just Oshasa saying, I'm right behind you. We are protected. Okay. Nature protects us. Oshasa is the hunter. Okay. He's also a strategist. He doesn't just, go shooting. So there's two messages here with this. Okay. One is speak, but ask for wisdom, ask for discernment when you do. Ask for spirit world to tell you what it is that you need to say, how you need to say it, okay? What it is that you need to do. Just like with Shasi, he just doesn't go shooting, right? He's a very strategist, but he's also the protector. He protects us. He protects nature, okay? So know that whatever it is that you came to do it, and that you're protected. Look, people say, oh, I don't want to be, I get it. But understand that we're not from this world. And if you came to do a specific work, whatever that may be, like it's time for you to do it. Okay? The time for you to do it because the veil is thinning. All right? So that's my message for today, you guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit the follow button so that you can get notification of my next video. Kisses.